Hey everybody. I just had a couple thoughts tonight as I was going through some things, and I thought I'd share them with you. Actually, I've had a lot of returns lately, so the debate I see online is, what return policy do you use? Do you take returns? Do you fight the returns? Or what do you do? So this is from my experience, so I don't know if it's what everyone should do, but this is what I do. So as top rated seller, I offer 30-day returns. Most of the time I hear eBay will force you to take returns if your purchase is within 45 days. So I just chalk it up to, if they're going to return it within 30 or 45 days, they're going to either make you return it, or the buyer is going to claim the item doesn't work or wasn't as described. So returns. Now, sometimes I sell things as broken. So these headphones, they don't pair, I think they don't charge, but I will sell these and I'll list them in the descriptions. And as all you know, people do not read the descriptions. So if someone buys these and say, oh, they don't work, I don't want to keep them. Well, 9 times out of 10, I'll take a return on these because someone will buy it broken. Now, this just comes with, selling all the time, but I will take a return on an electronic item that I know will resell instantaneously. I took a return on a pair of these. I think the next day they resold for the same price. Now what you can do is you can upcharge the next buyer a couple bucks to cover your return fee. But is it really worth negative feedback on your account for a $2 refusal of a return? So 9 times out of 10, I will take a return. Now, if I can validate that the buyer didn't read the description or they just didn't do their due diligence, then I will go back and force them to go to eBay and make it right. But I'll say it in a nice way that, hey, you didn't read the description, so I'll work with you, but let's agree to something. So returns, I usually take them. Usually, it's not much. It's between $2 and $10 for returns. And usually I'll resell it after the fact. So that's sort of my thought I had in returns. I know there's other things I'm forgetting about, but that's usually returns. Just do them. They help your feedback. So the other thing I see is I buy my stuff through liquidation.com, and they're returns. When I get them, they either work or they don't. So you have to make a decision. Do you A, want to throw it away, B, sell it as broken, or C, fix it and resell it? I'll go through some of the options that I have and kind of the rules of thumb that I use. I'd love to hear what other people do, so I'll first look at the value of the item if it's broken. Now, this looks like a indoor timer. Now, it doesn't turn on. I can't get it to work. I test everything. So I plug it in the wall, it didn't work. I look up online. This thing's probably only worth $8 or $9 online. Now, if I sell something broken, usually I'll cut it in half. So this, selling it for $5, $4, and probably someone's not going to buy to fix an outlet. They'll just pay the other couple bucks and buy a brand new one. Headphones. Now, if you get a nice pair of headphones like this, assuming these were a little higher brained, what I would do is I would sell them broken. So I had a nice pair of $200 headphones that did not turn on. They were brand new. I sold them instantaneously for $50. So a lot of times people will buy high-end stuff that are broken to sell it at a profit for them. So don't expect to make the retail value on a broken item. Cut it in half at least is what I do. Now these gaming headsets, Logitech, the lowest price on eBay for a working pair was $30. So it's really not worth my free listing to sell these as broken. So I will either toss them or save them for parts and try and fix it. But these I'm not going to save because the buttons are loose. So that's an example of something I would throw away as well. This thing. So a lot of times you will get items, I don't know if you can see it, the charging port got pushed in. So you can hear it rattling around in there. Now you can do one of two things. You can either take this apart and you could solder it back on if you want to get crafty. I've played around with it. I've gotten stuff resoldered back on, and it works brand new. But something like this probably sells for 14 bucks. Given all the stuff you see behind me, I don't have the time to fix something that's not going to have a high return. So what I did is I listed this as broken. Now, what happened was someone ended up buying this and they wanted the battery. So I sold the battery only, and I'm just going to junk this. That's one of the things I would list. Now, broken items, list them if they can be pieced apart and if the value is high enough. Usually they'll sell. But if it's something big or bulky and it's below $8, even if it's working or not working, I won't sell it online. It's not worth the time and the effort to get a $2 after fees profit. I mean, if you want to list it, go for it, but anything usually below, it's like, I don't know, $7, $8, $9, I'll just either donate it or I'll save it for my garage sale in the summer. And usually that stuff moves, and I'll usually end up making more on cash than I do on eBay. Last thing, if you are going to junk these items, you're going to throw them away, try and salvage what you can off of it that you know that you can use in the future. So, for example, all headphone cords that I throw away, I keep. I've had instances where people say, hey, I didn't get the cord. I'll use the cord to ship. You know, this is a USB, micro USB cord. Auxiliary cables, I have boxes full of them now. Power packs with the cords. So if you get another item where maybe this isn't working, you can swap it out. It's good as new. Other things, more hardware stuff. If something's not glued, you can glue it back together and sell it as refurbished. I mean, all it needs is a little glue. So I had a rabbit wine opener. I don't know if I'll be able to fix it, but there's the pin that's missing. If I can find a similar pin, I'll be able to fix it and resell it. So again, I only keep things that are worth keeping and that will return a profit. If it's a $5 item, I'm not going to hold on to it, but I will piece and part it. Last thing, I know I had something before about returns, but I had a return on this. The motion detection doesn't work. Buyer was able to pair it and all that, and I didn't know it didn't work. So I told him, hey, I'll take the return, I'll pay for shipping, bring it back. Refunded him 30 bucks. I'm going to turn around and sell this defective for 20. Again, I'm not lying in the listing. I'm telling them exactly what's wrong with it. Go around. So someone will come in and buy it. So these things sell, broken or not. I sold them before for 20 bucks. So keep in mind, summarize, take returns, piece and part the items, and if it's broken, is it worth your time to fix it? So love to hear what you guys think, what you guys do, but look forward to hearing from you. Thanks for watching. I will talk to you later.